What's up, anime fans? Welcome to Anime Hive, the podcast for everything anime. In today's episode, I'll be talking about how I got into watching anime. Okay, so this wasn't too long ago. It was around November 2019, and I was getting bored going through my Netflix, and a recommendation with a 98% match was, of course, Naruto. So I started watching Naruto, thinking, okay, fine, this can be my first anime. Let's get into it. I started watching, and I was hooked after the first episode. It's a really hooking show, and for all new anime watchers out there, I'd recommend maybe starting with Naruto. It's what got me in, and it's really hooking. Anyway, so I kept watching. I was hooked, and then around the time I was about, I don't know, like 50, maybe 60 episodes in, my friends had come over and asked me what I was watching. I said, okay, fine, I'm watching anime, Naruto. And you need to know that at this time, both me and my friends, all of us, we all thought that anime was for the losers back in the day. And I was scared at first, but then I came out, okay, fine, let's tell them I'm watching Naruto. And then this guy, he comes up to me, he says, "Oh wow, I've seen it too. You're heading up into a really interesting part right now. So I think you should keep watching." And I said, "Okay, I'm gonna keep watching. Let's keep watching this. Let's see how it goes." And I was hooked, watching and watching and watching and watching. I kept watching, and then eventually I finished Naruto, and I was really upset. I wanted to know what happens later. Like, he's gone from the village. Sasuke, is he ever gonna come back? What is Naruto gonna do? And I talked with my friends, and we he told me that, okay, you can watch Naruto second part. It's called Naruto Shippuden. And then I went around gathering websites from everybody I knew that had ever watched any anime in their life. And in the end, I had a few websites, and I settled for GoGo Anime. GoGo Anime, now that's a really good website if you're getting started, but I didn't like it much because every time you click, it would pop up a different ad. It would redirect you to a different page. So it had a lot of like going back for me, which I didn't really enjoy much. So eventually I got sick of it, and I started watching on Crunchyroll. And now you should know that when I watched original Naruto and on GoGo, it was in dub. I was watching the English dub, and I went on Crunchyroll and there was no dub available. So I went, okay, screw it. Let's just watch this in sub. And oh my god, that opened my eyes so much. I thought, oh my god, sub is so much better than dub. No offense to anyone that watches in dub out there, but sub is just a lot better. And there's a lot of things that they change in the dub which could affect the storyline. And at a few points, you're like, yo, what's going on here? I need to know. So at some point, it becomes kind of confusing if you're watching on dub, which is why I switched to sub. And yeah, I watched the entire Naruto series. And then this other friend of mine came in with the guy who watches anime, and he asked so many questions. For anyone who's seen Ninja Hattori, he kept relating Naruto to Ninja Hattori. And this got me quite pissed off because you're asking, yo, how can he climb up this tree? How is he walking on water? In that, they have to wear special shoes. Do his feet stick to the wall? And this got me really frustrated. And I told him to screw himself and watch the watch the show. And so I had I finished Naruto Shippuden, and this guy was on OG Naruto, and I had seen online that Boruto was getting a lot of hate, and I did not watch. That's why I did not watch Boruto in the start. But then my friends told me that, yo, it's a really good anime. I think you should watch, and it just gets more and more interesting. So I got into the anime Boruto, and I was hooked again. And till date, I've seen every single episode at least twice, and they're so good. They're absolutely amazing bangers of episodes. And so that got me really excited. And now I was very curious. I was like, okay, I need to get into some more anime. And well, the next anime I got into naturally was Dragon Ball. series. So I watched the Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Super series, and what can I say? It was amazing. Now these were two really, really long journeys for me, but I had a lot of fun, and yeah, it was overall it was a lot of fun. And then after that, I watched this show. It's called Black Clover, which was also like really, really interesting. And so these were the first, technically three, maybe seven anime you can say that got me into watching the genre. And then without noticing, I had realized that later I had figured out that previously in my life I had already seen anime. I just wasn't aware that it was anime. I just kind of thought of it as I'm not even sure what. So I watched like Pokemon, Bakugan, Beyblade, Idaten Jump, all of these without really knowing that they were animes. And yeah, okay. And then it's been a while now since then. And recently, in I think 2020, sometime around November, December, I was getting lost because I had seen a lot of anime and I was hooked onto a lot. And then I'm like, okay, so now I need a different style of anime because my main genre was shonen action anime, and I eventually got fed up with these, and I started to watch slice of life and romance anime. So the first one I watched was Your Name movie. Oh my god, it was a completely life changing experience for me, and it was very interesting, and it completely changed my views on romance anime as a person. If you've ever started a romance anime, I think you would know. I thought romance anime would be all lovey dovey and boring, right? Like chick flicks. I wouldn't really like it. But then I got into these and they were actually really interesting and very sad in the end. So after that, after Your Name, I watched Your Lie in April, which is also a really good anime. I would recommend it to a lot of people. The ending gets you like really sad, but otherwise it's a really hooking anime. And till now, I've watched about 60 anime, with my latest being Blue Exorcist. I know I haven't seen that much, so a lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, this guy hasn't seen that much." There are like billions and billions of anime out there. You've only seen 60. Who are you to talk about anime? Well, I wouldn't say that I've seen a lot of anime. I've seen quite a bit and enough for now because it's barely been like a year. And yeah, so overall, I've enjoyed anime. Okay, guys, goodbye for today. That's the end of today's episode. Tune in next week, every Thursday, next week onwards, every Thursday. I'll be uploading an episode by the night. Um, you guys can check me out on Instagram at Naruto Boruto 190. No spaces, no caps, nothing. You guys can check me out. I've been dead on there for a while because I've been overwhelmed with work, but I'll be posting again shortly. And yeah, see you guys next week.